a photographer or a photo retoucher, and you've been finding it difficult to retouch your image properly, right, like those amazing images you see online, you'll be finding it difficult to get such an exact and crispy images, trust me, this video is for you. Hi guys, it's Eglow here. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. You're welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you high-end skin retouching, like beauty retouch, you understand. So I'm going to show you how to retouch your images from start to finish, you understand. So I'm going to attach my preset of different skin tone to this image. I'm also going to attach my retouching essential pack to this image, you understand. I'm going to do well to check the description of this video, follow the link and see how you can have access to them and start using them. Alright, so we'll be doing three things in this video. First of all is post-production, you understand. Like I've been getting some questions like, how do I get sharp image in my retouching or photo editing, right? So I'm going to show you how to make your image look sharp, get an amazing results, you understand, from your retouching, beauty retouch or high-end skin retouch, whichever one you want to do, you understand. So just like I said, doing three things basically in this video. First of all is post-production, those little adjustments you do to your images before taking them to Photoshop for final edit. Then after post-production, we are going to color grade the image. I'm going to use one of my skin tone, one of my presets, color grading presets to color grade the image. And after that, then the final stage is going to be the retouching proper, right? So if you're here to subscribe to this channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification button, and also do well to share this video so that so that it can get to the larger audience, for them to benefit from it as well. So if you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Alright guys, so we'll be using this image for this tutorial. You can see like this is a beauty shot. You can see like everything is perfect, the makeup, the dress, the lightning, like basically everything is very okay, right? So I'm moving this image to camera raw now for the post-production, and after the post-production we head down straight to Photoshop. From Photoshop, go to camera raw filter, where we'll be color grading the image, and after color grading the image, you come back to Photoshop for final retouching process. So let's get into it. So we're moving the image, right click, then open with capture one. So you can see we're moving straight to capture one now. Alright guys, so we are here in capture one now. So we're just going to go straight to the point, right? So come here and click on the adjustment. So after clicking on adjustment, just like I said, I'm going to show you how to get sharp image, you understand, like sharp and quality image. So first of all, I'm going to drop down the highlight a little bit, then also drop down the black a little bit, you understand. So it is very important that whatever you are doing, whatever adjustment or effect you are applying, so don't do it too much, just keep everything very minimal, right? So you can see that the highlight is -60, while the black is -36, right? So I may still like reduce it to, like, let's say -20. Yeah, this is fine. So because for this light to be well pronounced, you can see the way the light falls on her face. So I'm just going to increase my white a little bit, right? Increase my white a little bit, right? So I'm just going to add a little bit of contrast, yeah, to, like, let's say 3. Yeah, perfect. This is good for me, you understand. This is good for me. So I'm just going to increase the shadow a little bit, you understand. So that's too much. Yeah, that's it. 8, you can see light, you can see white, sorry, white 43, shadow 8, then highlight -60, then contrast 3. So let me show you the before and after. Come here, click on the before and after. You can see this is before, this is after, before, after. So come down to clarity. So under clarity, I'm just going to add clarity, let's say 5, then, and also structure, let's say 5 as well. You can see the image, right? You can see the details. You can see that the details are coming out already. This is before, this is after, this is before, this is after. So nothing really serious to do as far as this post-production is concerned, you understand. So just like, little adjustment before taking your image to Photoshop for final edit. So basically this is what I'm going to do here. So I'm just going to move the image to Photoshop now. All right, so come to export here, click on this arrow, then come to edit with, you understand. So you're going to go, once you click on edit with, you're going to see your Photoshop. So I'm using Photoshop 2024, so click on it. We are heading straight to Photoshop now. You can see edit variant. So we are heading straight to Photoshop now, where we'll be doing the final skin work, right? So you can see the image is loading already. You can see that the Photoshop is now active, right? And the TIF folder has been created already for it to show that the image is processing. So we are heading straight to Photoshop now. So you can see Photoshop is opening already. So we are here in Photoshop now. So the first thing I'm going to do, the next thing now is to go ahead and color grade this image. So I'm just going to Command J from my keyboard to create another layer, the layer that I'm going to use to color grade the image, right? So after creating the layer, come here and click on filter, then come to camera raw filter, click on camera raw filter. So we're going to camera raw now, where we are going to color grade the image. So we are here in camera raw now. So just come to the three dots here. You can see more image settings, right? Click on it. So come to load settings. So I'm just going to pick one of my color grading presets and just use it for the image. You can see different color grading preset. You can see color grade preset for that dark skin, preset for light skin, to light skin, melanin. You can see dark skin. You can see. So if you look at this subject now, you can see that this is a light skin person, right? So I'm just going to click on this one and just hit load. So you can see the preset has been applied on the image. So this is it before, this is after, this is before, this is after. Like, the preset comes with dodge and burn, it comes with vignette, it comes with the haze. You can see, like, see the way the preset sits pretty well on the image, especially the background and the skin, to understand. So I love it on the background very well, because it pops the color, like everything about the image pop it out more. So now I'm just going to reduce the temperature a little bit, you understand. So because of the skin, right? Because if you look at it now, so let me show you. So basically this is it. You can see so this is it. So I'm just going to reduce the temperature a little bit, like, shift it to, like, the warm is too much, right? So the warm part is too much. I'm just going to add a little bit of cool. Yeah, let's say, let's say 5 is okay. So you can see this is it. Like, this is amazing, guys. This is, let me show you the before and after. This is before, this is after. Even the dress, like, everything looks so calm. This is before, and this is before, this is after. So we are heading straight to Photoshop now. So hit OK. So we are back to Photoshop now. You can see so let me zoom in a little bit so that you can see it very well. You can see we are back here in Photoshop now. So let me show you the before. This is before, right? You can see, and this is after. Like, guys, this is amazing. So I'm just going to go ahead and create another layer. So after creating another layer, so I'm just going to get rid of some of the things that that are distracting. So I'm just going to get rid of some things that are distracting or looking distracting. So I'm just going to get rid of this, right? So using patch 2, yeah. So just drag it up to this, right? This is perfect. You understand? This is perfect. So the same thing applicable to the hairline, right? So let me zoom in a little bit so that you can see it very well. You can see that the fixing of the hairline, the hairline is actually kind of obviously distracted, you understand? So I'm just going to get rid of it, right? So I'll just pick my I'll just pick my lasso tool, so just select it. So just select it, just select it. Yeah, so don't rush, just take your time and do a proper job. Just select it very very well, select it very very well. Yeah, so take your time and select it very very well. So after this selection, I'm just going to fill, then using content aware to fill it very very well to make sure that everything blends with the both the hair and the skin blends together, you understand? So I don't want this to be this distracting because it is obvious, you understand? So just, yeah. All right, so this is it, has been selected. So I'll just right click, then come to fill, click on fill, then make sure it is on content aware and hit okay. So hit okay now. So the Photoshop is going to help us fill this. So you can see this is it. So just let me deselect and so that you can see it very well. You can see, guys, you can see it has been done, right? So let me show you the before. This is before and this is after. This is before and this is after, guys. So this is amazing, right? This is amazing. So the next thing to do now is just to go ahead and start the retouching proper. Just like I said, I really don't want to waste much of your time. I just want to go straight to the point. I just do this in very very quick, you understand? Just like I said, that I'm going to show you high-end skin retouching, like beauty retouch, you understand? So if you watch this video to this moment and you're here to subscribe to this channel, please do me that favor, do me that honor by hitting the subscribe button. Share this video so that others can also benefit from the video as well. So I'm just going to group these layers, right? Just select the layers, command command G from the keyboard if you're using Mac, but if you're using Windows, it is Control G. All right, so I'm just going to create another layer again. Then after creating another layer, just come to my action here, click on then you can see, let me show you, this is it, Eglow. So this is my essential retouching pack. So I'm going to attach it to this tutorial, you understand, so that you can find a way to do where to check the description of this video and see how you can have access to it and start enjoy. So just click on it, you can see. So first of all, so let's look at the bit upon which the image is shot, you understand? If you look at it, this is where you see the bit RGB. So the image was shot on 16-bit, you understand? So which means from the frequency separation now, we are going to use 16-bit. Some images are shot in 8-bit, so it is very important, right? Good. So hit on frequency separation 16-bit, then come to action, yeah, play action. Then from here, this is another tricky part of skin retouching, right? So here, if you look at this image now, this is a close shot image, right? So one thing you need to put into consideration or like pay keen attention to when choosing a radius number is like if the image has details, right? If the image has details, it all depends on what you actually want to get for your image, like the final result, the picture of the final result you have in your head, you understand? So like for this image now, I want to have a soft skin tone, right? And also I also want to have, like, all the details intact, you understand. So most important thing that I want to let you know as far as choosing radius is concerned is when you choose a higher radius number. Let's say you choose, let's say, from 6, 7, 8, 9 to 10, right? So you're going to have a very hard texture, like everything is going to be very kind of, you're going to have the details and everything, right? But when you choose a lower radius number, like let's say 2.5, 3, so you're going to have a very soft skin too, right? So however, it doesn't stop there. Your mixer brush settings also contribute a whole lot, so it is very important that you pay attention to all of this, right? So at the end of the day, it all depends on kind of result you want to get for your editing. So for this image now, this is a close shot, right? You have the details of the image, like the image has details. So I'm going to use, I want a soft skin tone. At the same time, I also want all the details intact. You understand what I'm saying now? So I'm just like in between, right? So I'm just going to use like 6 to edit this image. Sometimes I use, for a close shot, sometimes I use 8, sometimes I use 10, sometimes I use 7. So check my channel, you see, you know, different videos I've posted, previous videos I've posted. You see that I did not use the same this is, so I can literally edit with any radius figure. That's the level I am now. So but as a beginner, as a starter, it's very important that when you have a close, like a close-up image like this, just use a higher number, let's say from 5 to 8. But when you have like a full picture, then you can use 3 or 4. So just like I said, I'm going to use 6 as my radius figure to edit this image. So all right, 6, and we're good to go. So now the frequency separation has been created. So I'm just going to pick my mixer brush, you can see mixer brush, right? So now let me show you my mixer brush settings. If you look at it, wet is 25%, load 21, mix 21, flow 26, right? So these are settings I use for my last edit, you understand. So I'm going to twist it a little bit now for you to see that I can literally work with whatever I choose to work with. But then I want to say this: if you're a beginner, like in photo editing or photo retouching, and you're watching this video, right? So the most important thing here is your wet and flow, you understand. So when you choose a higher figure, let's say if I choose, let's say 30, 35 to 40 now, and at the same time, like I'm talking about wet and also the same time with flow, so your workflow is going to be very, very fast. And if you're not good, right, if you're not an expert, right, so may drag the skin, which may distort your edit. So I usually advise that you choose a low figure, you understand. Like you can start from 10, you can start from 15%, you can start higher, let's say 20, you understand. However, it's very important you pay attention to what works for you and stick to it. I'm not saying you should not copy, right? So as you're working on your own, make sure you pay attention to what works for you, because sometimes the workflow and everything differs, you understand. So here I'm going to use, let's say, 27 for my wet, then just come to my flow and also use 27. So this time around it's going to be the same figure, you understand, both flow and wet. So 27, 27. So that is, so let me just zoom in and let's start our retouching proper. So before I start the retouching fully, so let me say this: human skin tone or skin texture is divided into three. We have mid tone, we have shadow, and we have highlight, you understand. So, and to easily identify them, highlight has to do with the brightest part of the skin, like it is usually the most part of the skin that light falls majorly on, right? Then white shadow has to do with the darker part of the skin, like those part of the skin where you know doesn't have much light, right? So why mid-tone is in between shadow and highlight, because mid-tone is neither dark nor bright, you understand. So what editing or high-end skin retouching, like an image editing generally, is all about is your ability to blend these three skin categories together, you understand. That's what we're going to this to stick to this video. Don't fast forward this, because this part is very complex. So just make sure you watch this video from beginning to the end, right? So let's go ahead enough of the talk, right? So you can see we're just going to start from the hand first. So you need to be very flexible with your keyboard, for the decrease and the increase of your mixer brush size. All right, you can see. You can see. Oh, this is after, this is before, and this is after. So we are making progress. So just take your time, don't rush, right? So take your time very well. Just like I said, you need to like very flexible with, you know, the increase and the decrease of your mixer brush. You understand? So that you not end up dragging highlight to shadow or midtone to highlight. This is very important. You can see how I'm carefully taking my time to go through all the skin parts that need to be retouched. You can see, right? So it's very important that you pay attention to details. Like it is like non-negotiable. You understand? So just take your time and, you know, go through it very well. So now let's move to the face, right? So just take your time very well. Make sure you do a clean job. Just take it slowly. You can see. Just take your time. Make sure you do it gently. Touch the face very well, right? So just like I said, that the skin tone is divided into the highlights, mid-tone, and shadow. So make sure you take your time to make sure you blend everything very well. You understand? So yeah, this is amazing. This is amazing. Trust me, this is amazing. So you can see we touch the face very. So now that we are done retouching the face, right? Now that we are done retouching the face, so let's go ahead and pick the blemishes, right? And to pick the blemishes now, so first of all, click on the high frequency, right? Click on the high frequency, yeah, like the high frequency layer. Then my favorite tool in picking blemishes is clone stamp. So click on clone stamp. You can see clone stamp. So just pick some of the blemishes. Pick it very well. Take your time, right? So take your time. Don't rush. Just pick it. Even the hairline, everywhere. Pick it and make sure that everywhere is intact. So let's pick it. Let's pick it. So another thing I also want to add as a bonus is, after everything, I'm going to use like color balance, so blend all everything together. You understand? So I'm going to use color balance to blend everything together. So right, right. So just, yeah, blend it. Just pick the blemishes. Pick the blemishes. So now that we are done picking the blemishes, okay, let me zoom in a little bit so that you can see it very very well, right? So you can see it well. Now you can see. So I'll still click on the low frequency. That's to pick my mixer brush and like still brush through a little bit. After brushing through a little bit, then I think that will be all for the retouching process, right? So now let me zoom in so that you can see it very well. This is me zooming out, so let me zoom in now. So now you can see, right? You can see, yeah, this is amazing. This is amazing. Trust me, this is amazing. So after picking the blemishes, so the last thing we are going to do now is just close the the layers. The last thing we are going to do now is come to adjustment layer, come to adjustment layer, then look for color balance, right? So click on color balance. This is going to be the final thing that we'll be doing to this image, right? So from the color balance here under the tone, right, I'm talking about the skin tone now, we have shadows, mid tone, and highlight, just like I explained earlier, right? So now I'm just going to play with what's it called, the mid tone alone. Why? Because the image has been color graded, right? So there's no need to play with the three, and I'm just going to play with just the cyan and yellow, and that will be all. So I'll just take the cyan to like let's say 8. Yeah, 8 is fine. 8 is fine. So bring down the yellow to like let's say 5, right? Yeah, let's say 5. This is perfect. Yeah, this is perfect. Let me show you before and after. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit before showing you the before and after. So this is before, after. You can see before, after. You can see that the thing pop the image out more. You understand it, like it pop it out more. So the last thing we're going to do now is to use curves to like make the image more pop, separate the image more from the background, right? So that we use curves or we use levels adjustment. So but I'm just going to use curves here, so you can see the this thing, you can see, right? Or you just come to level adjustment layer, come to adjustment layer, look for curves, then click on curves. You can see this is it, curves. So just bring the shadow down a little bit to like let's say 4, right? Then come to the highlight and take it up. Yeah, this is actually very very fine. Trust me, this is actually very very fine. So let me show you the before and after. This is before and this is after. You can see the difference is it's created, like added to the image, right? Like the separation, the popping and everything, right? So this is it, guys. This is it. So let me show you. This is honestly, trust me, this is like amazing. This is amazing. So guys, you can see this is interesting and at the same time amazing. Like, I love what I'm seeing on the screen. So this is how to retouch your image in Photoshop. Like, this is high end and beauty retouch in Photoshop. You understand? This is how to go about your post production. This is how to color grade your image. If you need this color grading preset that I use for this image, you know just like I said, do well to check the description of this video. I'm going to attach everything to this video, both the color grading preset and the retouching action pack that I use for this image, right? So do well to check the description of this video and follow the link and see how you can have access to them and start enjoying. So guys, let me know what you think about this video, and if you have any question, do well to drop that in the comment section. And maybe probably you find difficult to find a way around some kind of editing skills or topic that you want me to, like, take my time to do justice to, or uh, emphasize, like, show you on how to go about it. So don't hesitate to drop that in the comment section, and trust me, I am going to do justice to that as soon as possible. So guys, let me know what you want me to talk about in my next video. All right guys, see you in my next video. Bye.